Hey everyone, welcome to Coffee and Crafting. If you are new to my channel, my name is Lori and welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm sharing 15 of my favorite decor DIYs that I've made since I started my YouTube channel. I still have these beautiful decor DIYs as part of my home decor, and I enjoy having them in my home. It was difficult to pick my favorite 15 out of so many that I've made, but I hope you agree with the favorites that I did pick. So if you like DIY home projects, thrift makeovers, and easy to make home decor all on the budget, I hope you will consider to subscribe to my channel and join my DIY family. So grab a coffee or your favorite drink and let's start. This DIY, I have a house with small black hooks that I found at my Dollarama for $2. I've never seen these there before, and the quality is really good for $2. I removed the black hooks and the twine with the bird. I have a rub-on transfer from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I'm going to put most of the transfer on the front of the house.
Figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding.
And to finish this DIY, I added the hooks back on the house and the twine with the bird. This key house DIY was easy to make, and I didn't change anything to the house itself. I just added a rub-on transfer. You don't need to do much to make something still look beautiful and high-end. DIY, I have a 3D wood pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the pumpkin with the blue chalk paint from Waverly. I have a welcome sign from the Dollar Tree. I'll remove the hanger from the sign. I thought I would just pull the twine off so I could remove the staples in the back, but instead I ended up breaking my sign, but it can be fixed with some glue. I'll paint the welcome sign with the blue chalk paint from Waverly. I'll use the chip brush from the Dollar Tree and dry brush the antique wax from Waverly around the edges and on top of the pumpkin to give it more of a distressed rustic look. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lori, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take a moment to consider and click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I upload any new videos. And if you can give me thumbs up by clicking the like button, this really helps my channel to continue to grow and be recognized. And leave me a comment down below on which DIY you like the most, or just say hello. have a big wooden pallet board from the dollar store that I had on hand. I originally stained it for a different DIY, but decided to use it for this one. I'm going to glue the welcome sign at the top, and I'll fix a broken piece with some E6000 so it stays as a permanent hold. I'm going to glue a tumbling block on the back of the pumpkin. I'll use E6000 and hot glue to glue the pumpkin to the pallet. I'm going to make a bow with this beautiful pumpkin ribbon from Michaels. I'll cut 2 long pieces and 1 shorter. I'll take the shorter piece and put a little glue on one end. I'll take the other end and bring it up to meet with the glue end to join them together. Hopefully that made sense. I'll do the same with one of the longer pieces. I'm going to assemble the bow. I'll take the longer piece that's glued first, and I'll place the shorter one on top. I'll take the long piece that's left, which is the tail of the bow, and I'll place it underneath the bow part. I'll pinch the ribbon together, and I'll use a zip tie to connect the ribbon in the center to keep it in place. I'll take a small piece of the pumpkin ribbon and I'll wrap it around the center of the bow to cover up the zip tie, and I'll glue it in the back. And to finish this DIY, I'm just going to play around with the ribbon to get the bow into a better shape. I'll fluff up the top, and I'm going to cut the ends on the tail. I'm not a bow maker. I'm just starting to learn how to make a bow, and I'm hoping that as time goes on, my bow making will improve. But not only that, I'll be able to explain what I'm doing much better than I did with this one. So I didn't speed up the video. I wanted you to see every step that I did when I created this bow. And I have to say, it's one of the best bows I've made since I started learning how to make a bow. I haven't been confident in showing you how I make bows. I just been making simple little bows. But I hope that you can understand exactly how I made it, and hopefully on my next video, when I make some more bows, I'll explain it much better. I'm going to glue the bow at the top of the pumpkin. I love how this rustic hello pumpkin palette wall hanging turned out. It was easy and simple to make. The blue is stunning, and it brings out the beauty of this ribbon as well. Let me know in the comments what you think. For this DIY, I have a metal thankful truck from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the truck with the ivory chalk paint from Waverly. When it dries, I'll paint the top part of the truck with the moss chalk paint from Waverly. I'll brush antique wax from Waverly on the bumper of the truck and wipe off the excess. I'll paint the tires with the ink chalk paint from Waverly. I'm going to dry brush some gold metallic paint around the edges and in the creases on the truck. I'll rub off the excess and blend it in. I'll brush some antique wax around the edges and in the creases of the truck, and I'll wipe off the excess to blend it in. I'll continue to blend some black paint, antique wax, and gold metallic together until I have the antique finish I'm looking for. I'm going to make a box for the back of the truck. I'll glue 3 tumbling blocks above the bumper. I have a small piece of wood. I'll glue the wood on top of the tumbling blocks and glue a tumbling block on the ends of the piece of wood, and I'll place one underneath.
Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind.
I'll paint the box with the antique wax from Waverly and wipe off any excess.
Like it all up. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got.
I have a Farm Fresh sign from the Dollar Tree. I'll paint it with the moss chalk paint from Waverly.
I met a young man, searching for glory.
I cut a few pieces of a hula skirt from the Dollar Tree, and I'll place it inside the wooden box as a filler.
Wrote in my story.
I'll start adding different flower picks from Michael's inside the box.
Down the road. When your time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up, you'll be fine. I know.
I have some pumpkin leaf picks from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the pumpkins and cut them in half.
One way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up,
I'll glue the pumpkins above the box on the flower picks.
you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers.
I have 2 small square-shaped dowels. I'll stain them with the antique wax from Waverly and wipe off the excess. I'll glue the dowels to the box to make it look like it's the back of a truck cargo bed. I'll add moss inside the box, then glue the last dowel on. I'll glue the Farm Fresh sign on the dowels. I'll add a little more of the hula skirt behind the flower picks and trim the tops to give it more of a fuller look. And I'll add a couple more pumpkins and Spanish moss to the truck. I have an 8x10 frame from the Dollar Tree. I'll remove the glass and the back of the frame. I'm going to paint the frame with the white chalk paint from Waverly. I'll brush some antique wax on top of the white chalk paint. Then I'll use the cloth and rub the antique wax into the white chalk paint, blending it together for a rustic look. I have a package of large crafting sticks. I'll glue them to the back of the frame to make it look like shiplap or barnwood. And I'll glue another layer of the sticks on top to give it more support. I'll paint the sticks with the antique wax from Waverly and wipe off the excess. And to finish this DIY, I'll use a combination of E6000 and hot glue on the back of the truck to glue on the frame. I'll place a few clamps on the truck and frame to hold it together until the glue dries. This Farm Fresh truck DIY did take a while to make, but it was so worth the time and effort in creating this. I think it's one of my best truck DIYs so far, and I love the high-end rustic farmhouse look of this. It can be hung on the wall or even sit on the table. For this DIY, I have a wood frame whiteboard house from the Dollar Tree. I'll paint the inside of the house with the celery chalk paint from Waverly.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night trying to
I have a wooden home word from the Dollar Tree. I'll paint it with the color moss chalk paint from Waverly.
I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my call.
I'm going to stain the frame of the house with the antique wax from Waverly.
It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. I feel like the ocean. I can see you want this too. 'Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know. And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want
I have a package of picket fences from the dollar store. I'll glue the fence at the bottom of the house.
it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving,
I'll glue a few pieces of boxwood greenery on the side of the house under the fence.
but you. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
I'll glue the wooden home word in the center of the house in the greenery.
Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could.
I have the home ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to make a simple bow and cut the ribbon tails. I'll glue the bow onto the fence, and then I'll add another piece of boxwood greenery by the letter H to fill in an empty spot.
Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you.
I felt something was still missing, so I decided to add some reindeer moss under the fence.
I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right.
And to finish this DIY, I have a package of wood beads and jute cord from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to string 6 big beads on the jute to make a hanger. Then I'll glue it to the back of the house.
Till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak, maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we
I love how this hanging home sign turned out. It has a beautiful high-end, simple farmhouse look that was easy to make. For this DIY, I have a wooden home sign from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it using the white chalk paint from Waverly. I'll cut a piece of the truck fabric to fit the back of the home sign. I'll dry brush lightly around the edges of the home sign with the antique wax from Waverly. I'll turn the home sign over and glue the fabric to the back, stretching it tightly to avoid as many wrinkles as possible. I'll dry brush the top and the edges slightly with the antique wax from Waverly again. I'll make a hanger with the jute rope from the Dollar Tree on the back of the home sign. I wrapped some jute twine around a few pieces of the boxwood greenery, and I'll glue it in the corner of the home sign. And to finish this DIY, I'll make a simple bow using jute twine. I'll glue it on the greenery and add a daisy in the middle of the bow. This home sign turned out so beautiful. It has a simple high-end look that could be hung on a door or a shelf. You can use any kind of fabric or greenery, and this home sign would still look adorable and beautiful. For this DIY, I have 2 wooden boxes from the Dollar Tree. I'll remove the tag holders and spray paint them with the semi-gloss black paint from Rust-Oleum. And this is how they turned out. I'm going to use a chunky brush from the Dollar Tree and dry brush the Home Decor white chalk paint on the boxes.
Loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. Yeah, loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. But somewhere I go and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere.
I'll use the letter tiles from the Dollar Tree and spell out the word farmhouse to glue on the boxes.
Looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down.
I'm going to put some glue on top of one of the boxes in the corner on the top.
I've told you many times now. Yeah, I can't just
I'll place the other box on top of where the glue is. It's kind of like making a set of stairs. Does that make sense?
hide. Looking for a new start.
I'll add some floral foam inside the boxes.
Hide. Looking for a new start.
I have a bundle of boxwood greenery. I'll cut the bundle into pieces and arrange them in the boxes until they are full.
Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I'll go running and hide. Looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down.
And to finish this DIY, I'll add reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree under the greenery, filling in the spaces.
Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start.
I love how this easy-to-make farmhouse planter turned out. This beauty will be displayed on the table on my front porch. For this DIY, I have 2 packages of wood dice from the Dollar Tree. I was so excited when I found these on my trip to Maine last week. I'm going to use 4 for this DIY.
Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be.
I'll use the antique wax from Waverly and stain the top of the dice. Then I'll wipe off any excess.
Understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Be with you.
I have a package of letter stickers. I'm going to add the HOME on top of the dice to spell the word home.
All that time away from you.
I found a package of chunky brushes at the Dollar Tree. They only had 1 package left, and I was lucky to get them. You definitely need to pick these up if you do find them in your Dollar Tree, and hopefully I will find them again. I'll paint the dice with the Home Decor white chalk paint.
Doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Be with you.
When the paint dries, I'll use my craft picker from the Dollar Tree and remove the letters from the dice.
Wanna be with, wanna be with, wanna be with,
I'll dry brush the dice with the antique wax from Waverly to give them an old farmhouse look. I'll use my hot glue gun and glue the dice together.
You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the
I'll glue a small piece of lamb's ear on top of the dice with the letter H, and I'll add an extra piece to make it look fuller.
world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination.
And to finish this cute DIY, I'll take a green paper flower and dry brush some antique wax to tone down the brightness of the green and glue it on top of the lamb's ear. This DIY looks fabulous on a tier tray, a shelf, or anywhere in your home. I love the simple, subtle look. For this DIY, I have a pizza pan from the Dollar Tree. I'll remove the sticker on the front. I'll paint it with the ivory chalk paint from Waverly and give it 2 coats of paint.
Love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. Eyes feel like the ocean. I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know.
I'm going to cut a piece from a rug that I had on hand from another DIY. This rug has a great texture to it. The quality is excellent and will look really beautiful on this project. I'll lay the pan on top of the rug and turn it over. I'll trace the pan onto the rug and then cut half of the circle out.
It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
I'll glue the rug piece to the edge of the pan to make a pocket. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take a moment and click the subscribe button and notification bell so you are notified when I upload any new videos. And if you can give me thumbs up by clicking the like button, this does help my channel to continue to grow and be recognized. And leave me a comment down below on which DIY you like the most. Thanks everyone.
It's making me feel like I'm falling.
I have some nautical rope from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I'm falling in.
I'll glue it around the edge of the pizza pan.
You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that.
I found a really good quality and thick wood hello sign from Walmart. I'll stain it with the antique wax from Waverly.
Come home to me once you travel the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination.
Then I'll glue the wood hello sign to the pocket.
I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
I have a bundle of eucalyptus stems from Walmart. I'll cut the pieces from this big stem and glue 2 pieces on the rope at the top of the pan. And to finish this DIY, I have a beautiful pinkish dahlia flower from Walmart. I'll remove the head from the stem and glue it between the eucalyptus. I love how this DIY turned out. It has a beautiful, elegant, high-end farmhouse shabby look to it. You can add flowers or greenery inside the pocket. For this DIY, I have 3 different size shadow boxes from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the metal tag holder from each of the boxes. I'll paint the 3 shadow boxes with the celery chalk paint from Waverly. I'll paint inside and outside of each of the shadow boxes. I have 4 wooden wheels that I had on hand. I'm going to sand the sides off the wheels and then restain them with the antique wax from Waverly. I have a square dowel and I'll stain it using the antique wax. I stacked the shadow boxes inside of each other and I used my drill to drill a hole in the center of all 3 shadow boxes. This will make it easier when I put the tier tray together. I'll glue the stained wood wheels to the bottom of the big shadow box. I'll glue 1 in each of the corners, and this will be the bottom legs for the tier tray. I also noticed in the video my nails look really dirty, and I just want to say they're not. It's from staining and painting. I don't like to wear gloves when I'm doing my DIYs. I just find that they're too hard to work with. So I just scrub my nails and my hands at the end, then all is good. I'm going to dry brush with the antique wax from Waverly on the outside of the shadow boxes. I want those shadow boxes to have an antique distressed look to them. I'll put the antique wax heavy on the corners and the edges, and then lightly dry brush in the middle of each of the sides of the shadow boxes. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. If you are new to my channel, thank you for finding me. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take a moment and consider to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I upload any new videos. And if you could hit the like button to give me thumbs up, this helps my channel to continue to grow and be recognized. And also leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I cut the square dowel in half and pre-drilled a hole at each end on the dowel. I'll drill the screw from the bottom of the box into the square dowel. I'll take the medium shadow box and drill a screw in the center of the box into the top of the dowel. When I went to do the next dowel, I realized I didn't have the proper screw. I screwed the second dowel into the smaller shadow box first. Then I used a lot of hot glue and held it in place until it dried. The tier tray is for me and nobody will see the glue, and most of all, there won't be anything too heavy in the tray. It should hold without any issues. I put the metal tag holders back on each of the boxes. I have some reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree, and I'll add the moss to each of the boxes. I have 2 succulent planters that I bought at my Dollarama. I removed them from the pots and I'll use them to decorate my boxes. After I decorated the boxes, I didn't like how it turned out, and I felt that the succulents needed to be higher up in the boxes. So I removed everything and started over. I started with pieces of styrofoam on the bottom of each of the boxes, and then I added the reindeer moss on top, finishing it off with the succulents. They laid perfectly on the top this time, and I just think the boxes look more full and much better looking. I love how this tier tray turned out. I can switch out the embellishments to decorate for any holiday or season. So stay tuned for future videos of the different looks for this tier tray. This really was an easy to make DIY, and this tier tray has a beautiful high-end look that can be displayed anywhere in your home. For this DIY, I have a plain wood sign from the Dollar Tree. I removed the hanger and filled the holes with spackle from the Dollar Tree.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go.
I painted the wood sign and 3 crates with the white linen chalk paint from Rust-Oleum.
I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue.
I placed a transfer from the IOD traditional pots sheets on a crate.
We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're at a tight end you.
I used stamps that I received from Temu. I stamped a bird on one crate and flowers on the other crate. I stamped butterflies on the crates as well.
I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared.
You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody.
I rubbed the stamp pad along the edge and the top on the wood sign.
I've been saving you. And you say
I used a 220 grit paper and sanded the wood sign and the 3 crates to give them a distressed vintage look.
'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're out of time. And you, I got you. You got me, got me. You got me, got me. You got me too. Got me, got me. I've been saving you. You save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you. And you got me too.
I sealed the crates and the wood sign with the DIY liquid patina.
You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you
I glued the crates to the wood sign.
travel the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be
I glued a piece of floral foam from the Dollar Tree inside the crates.
down low. I hope I'll be your
I had some moss on hand. I placed a piece on top of each crate.
You're far away, and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel it.
And to finish this DIY, I cut stems from a bouquet of flowers I received from Temu. I placed them in the floral foam, making a beautiful arrangements in the crates.
Travel the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low.
This DIY turned out beautiful. It's one of my favorites. I love this Shabby Chic flower planter. It was simple, easy, and looks very high-end. I hung the flower planter on the door under the window in my she shed. It looks so beautiful when the doors are open or closed. I think I'll make another one for the other door. Let me know what you think in the comments. For this DIY, I have a foam wreath from the Dollar Tree and a roll of burlap jute ribbon from Temu. I'm going to wrap the ribbon around the wreath. This ribbon is beautiful and the quality is one of the best I've used so far. The ribbon was in my Temu haul and review video, and I'll add the link in the description box. If you haven't seen the video yet, definitely take a moment and check it out and see what Temu had sent me. And I'll have another crafting haul video from Temu soon, so stay tuned.
Are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different.
I have a package of mini silk daisy flower hits from Temu, and these are absolutely adorable. I cut the backs off and I glued them on the jute burlap and the cotton ribbon.
I was just a little girl when my mama used to say, ooh, happiness requires work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile.
I had a piece of eucalyptus that I had on hand. I glued 2 pieces around the center of the wreath.
Tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way. I gave it all to you for too
I have a wood home sign from Michael's. I bought the sign at the end of summer on clearance last year. I stained the sign with the early American stain from Minwax and let it dry overnight.
reason why we do it all for love. There must be more for a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way. Has got to come my way.
I added a little water to some white linen chalk paint from Rust-Oleum, and I dry brushed the sign.
Has got to come my way.
had me at a low. 'Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
When it was dried, I used a piece of 220 grit sandpaper and sanded the sign.
We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you?
I painted the sign again with the water and chalk paint mixture.
Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and sit in you. Oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're at a tight end you. I get you.
I painted the letters with the celery chalk paint from Waverly. This is such a pretty color for summer.
What we do is what we do. I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared.
You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody else. I got you,
And you got me too. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need to? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and sit in you.
And to finish this easy to make DIY, I glued the wreath on the sign as the letter O.
Tight end you. I got you. You got me, you got me.
I love how this home sign turned out. The colors are vibrant and so pretty together. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this on my front porch yet. Originally, that's where it was going to go, but I think for now, I'm going to put it in my she shed and swap out the wreaths for different seasons and paint over the letters to match. Let me know in the comments what you think. This DIY, I have a mason jar sign with the letter L from the Dollar Tree. I was really happy to find this with my initial. I removed the hanger and the plaid bow. I painted the mason jar and the lid with the ivory chalk paint from Waverly.
does it all become for granted?
I painted the lid with the ballet slipper chalk paint from Waverly.
There must be more. There must be another.
I rubbed gold metallic paint with my finger over the top of the mason jar lid.
There must be a reason and a little.
I have a rub-on transfer from the Dollar Tree. I cut the transfer in 2 pieces. I placed them on the mason jar and I used a scraper to adhese the transfers to the jar.
My mama used to say, ooh, happiness requires work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves
I used a chunky brush from the Dollar Tree, and I lightly brushed the antique wax on the edges and the top of the mason jar to give it an aged, rustic look.
There must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason. And a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
I cut pieces from a lace doily that I had on hand, and I glued it to the back of the mason jar to cover the letter L, so it has a cotton lace look on the other side.
I give it all to you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, my name is Lori, and welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take a moment to consider and click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I upload any new videos. And if you can give me thumbs up by clicking the like button, this really helps my channel to continue to grow and be recognized. And leave me a comment down below on which DIY you like the most, or just to say hello. I glued a piece of cotton lace on the mason jar lid and wrapped a piece of thin ribbon around the bottom of the lid. And to finish this DIY, I glued a light rose color flower from Walmart in the top corner. I love this mason jar makeover. It's shabby chic meets farmhouse style. It turned out beautiful and will be part of the new decor in my bedroom makeover this spring. Let me know in the comments what you think. For this DIY, I have a bicycle wheel wreath from the Dollar Tree and a bundle of eucalyptus stems from Walmart. And I'll cut the stems from the bundle.
I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
I'll attach the eucalyptus stems to the wheel with a piece of floral wire. I'll wrap the wire at the bottom of the stem, curving the eucalyptus around the side of the wheel, wrapping another piece of floral wire at the top of the stem. I'll do this for all 3 pieces of eucalyptus.
You're gone now, but you're coming back. You know that, you know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination.
I have another beautiful dahlia stem from Walmart. I'll cut the stem to fit the wheel and place it in between the eucalyptus.
Let me feel your love again.
And I'll use a piece of floral wire to attach it.
Running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a
I have 2 paper flowers that I had on hand. I'm not sure where I found these. I've had them for quite a while.
kissing under
I'm going to cut the stems to fit the wheel, and I'll attach both flowers with a piece of floral wire.
Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Be with you.
I found a round half wood piece at a thrift store. I'll glue it in the center of the wheel. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a perfect piece for this DIY.
All that time away from you, I didn't think.
I'm going to use some ribbon from the Dollar Tree and some lace that I had on hand. I'll cut 2 pieces each to make a messy bow.
Just the two of us, and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights.
I'll lay the lace and ribbon one at a time and crisscross them to make an X.
Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you.
I'll use a piece of floral wire and tie it in the center to form the messy bow.
I don't even know if you can understand.
I'll attach the messy bow at the bottom of the eucalyptus on the side of the wheel.
Oh, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Be with you.
And to finish this DIY, I'll glue a paper flower in the center of the messy bow. This DIY was so simple and easy to make, and I love the warmth of the colors, and the textures definitely give it a high-end and elegant look. And this is going to be very stylish in any room. I found 2 beautiful large glass jars at my thrift store for $3.99 each, and these are going to be perfect for my project. I'm going to give them a really good cleaning before I add the transfers that I just received and so excited to use. I have the cottontail decor transfers from Vintage Bee Design. I'll leave a link to their website in the description for you. For the first jar, I'm going to use the 2 bunnies together with the flowers. It's my favorite. These were really easy to transfer onto the glass. I used the tool that they sent in the package as well. I took my time. There was some curves on the jar, but overall, for my first time using these transfers, I have to say both jars look amazing. I'm absolutely in love with them. I will definitely buy these transfers again for some other projects. So it was worth the money. For the second jar, I'm using just 1 bunny with the leaves going up on the side. I did cut a couple of single flowers from one of the other sheets. I put those at the bottom of the bunny rabbit. It was missing something, and that's exactly what you needed, was just a couple of little flowers. I'm so happy with these. I love the jars. They can be used for so many different things. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for yet, but I know they're going to be on my shelf. As I mentioned earlier, I'm definitely going to invest in these transfers again. I cut a few strips of lace and ribbon that I had. I cut them long enough so I can wrap them around the top of the jars, tie them on the side. And I did this for both jars at the top. I wanted to add some more Shabby Chic to the jars. I took some of my smaller pieces of lace and ribbon and linen pieces that I had. I glued them together, one on top of each other in no particular order. After I had them all glued together, I cut them into a circle. I'm not sure what you would call this, but I call it a messy flower. So it's like, instead of a messy bow, I made a messy flower, if that makes any sense. When it was all done, I squeezed the bottom of the flower together to kind of scrunch it up, and I glued it on the lace tie at the top of the jar. Then I glued a pearl in the center of the messy flower. My camera didn't record the second jar, but I used all natural colored twine bow from Michael's. It has a button in the center, and I glued it on the lace tie on the jar with the single bunny on it. You will be able to see that in the reveal. I found a really big ceramic bird at Walmart on clearance for $5. They were originally $12, and I really kicked my butt for not buying more than just the one. But I am thankful for this one. I painted the bird with the linen white chalk paint from Rust-Oleum, and I gave it 2 coats of paint. I'm not going to distress the ceramic bird. I'm going to leave it with the 2 coats of paint. I'm going to seal it with a protective top coat. I'll be using the matte clear from Rust-Oleum. I have a riser that I made a long time ago. It was originally a cream color, and it did need a new coat of paint. I painted the riser with the linen white chalk paint, and wow, what a big difference it made. When I made this, it was way before I started my YouTube channel, so I don't have a video to show how I made it, but I used 2 wood round pieces from Walmart, and I glued wood beads in between the 2 wood pieces. And then I glued it to a glass candle holder from the Dollar Tree. I spray painted it with a cream color, and that was it. It was easy, simple, and quick. When the paint dried, I used the smoke gray glaze from Rust-Oleum. I brushed it all over the riser. I left it for a couple of minutes before wiping off the glaze, and this gave the riser such a beautiful aging look. It really made the riser look more high-end. The makeover on the riser is so much better than what it was, and I'm really happy with the results. I did give the top of the riser a quick dry brush, and I just let it dry. I didn't wipe it off or anything. And it gave it a really nice rustic look. I did seal the riser with the matte clear protective top coat from Rust-Oleum. I have a garland piece from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to leave it in the circle. I'm not stretching it out or anything. I placed it on the top of the riser. It was a perfect fit. and I think it was meant to be. I won't glue the garland to the riser because in the future, if I want to switch out the garland for something else, I will be able to do that. I placed the bird on top of the riser in the garland, and wow, it looks so cute. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, I wish I had bought more. I really kicked my butt for not buying a couple of these birds, but hopefully maybe next time I'm in the States, they might have some more and I can buy a couple more. But right now, oh, I'm just in love with this. And to finish this DIY, I cut pieces of lace and ribbon and I tied them together in the center and I glued it on the side of the bird with a twined flower from Michael's. I love how this bird and riser turned out. This is such a beautiful makeover. This is going to be such a nice addition on my coffee table on a tray. It's classy, high-end, and it has a sweet farmhouse look with just a little touch of that shabby chic. I hope I've inspired you today with some new ideas for your home decor this spring. I really enjoyed making these and I enjoyed making this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, have a beautiful day and bye for now.